24-year-old cat mom explains why she wants a $200,000 man. Let's check this out.
So Danielle, New Jersey, 24, Aquarius, marketing company, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm looking with someone with a lot of drive, ambition, educated, knows what the they're doing and what they're talking about. Someone who's a leader, someone who understands that like I'm a high valued person, high valued not just as a woman, but like overall, like I have a lot to bring to the imaginary table these people always talk about, and I'm not someone to be.
Okay, well, let's break it down. You're a high value woman and you bring a lot to the table. What do you bring, honey?
Well, I have my bachelor's in psychology. I'm going for my master's right now. I plan to be a psychiatrist by the end of 2029. You know, highly educated. I'm in the process of getting my own house here in New Jersey by Franklin Lakes. Um, yeah, I mean, I have a really successful job. I run a really important marketing company for a Fortune 500 company. So, I just know what I could do. Besides the whole cooking and cleaning and, you know, the semantics, other than that, like,
If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Okay, little Miss Potty Mouth. You know, first impressions are everything, and when you start off with F-bomb after F-bomb, it gives us the idea that you're way too masculine and disagreeable. And also, everything that you just described has nothing to do with what makes a woman high value. We don't care about your education, your career, and that house you're thinking about buying. And it's not because of her age that she's thinking like this. She's 24, but it's women that are twice her age that are thinking the same way.
I just want someone who knows how to talk to me, is educated, likes to uh, listen to me, and could be an open ear for me
You said listen to you and do what?
and be like all ears, like just like every single, like just like give me the utmost attention, active listening overall.
Okay, okay. And those were your deal breakers?
Oh no, my deal breakers, probably having kids. I don't want to be second in anyone's life. Not saying that like
Oh, so he can't. Do you want kids yourself, or he can't have kids already?
he can have kids already.
Okay, so no kids already. Do you want kids?
Yes.
Okay, so a man with
After
no
I'm
kids.
married, though, like I'm literally not having children until after. Like until I have like a huge rock on my finger with half of his salary, there's no children.
Okay, so no kids without marriage, and you don't want him to have kids. Okay, what else?
um, they have to have a good high income job, and just to be something. It has to be something they're passionate about. Like I'm in that point in my life where like I'm doing something that I love and I enjoy, and I see myself doing this for a very long time. And I just want someone to have the same goals driven. Deal breaker, I guess, other than the kid thing, I couldn't even tell you. I'm very open. I'm not really someone who like is like, I mean, like in general, I've been very open minded. So I'm ready for whatever you throw at me, Kendra.
Okay, so you said high income. How much does he have to make?
Well, I make $200,000 a year, so I
Okay,
would have to be anywhere above that.
so you make 200K. He has to make more than 200K.
If not somewhere in the hundred. I'm somewhere in the 100K range and up.
Okay, and what's the age range you want to date?
25 to 45.
The reality is, not many men of any race making 200K a year, especially between the ages of 25 to 35. It's not really until men reach late 30s, early 40s where their salary and net worth started to really take off. Which makes me wonder, does she really make 200K herself? Or is she just throwing out some random number?
Oh, you don't mind dating older? Okay.
Not at all.
Should he look a certain way?
Um, I love a nice smile. Um, I love hair. Doesn't matter what type of style you have, but like long hair, dreads, fros, um, just locks in general, like anything. I love it. So beautiful. Um, And I don't really care about height.
You don't care about height.
No.
Okay. And you already got to the money. He has to make over 200K or in the 100K area. They want to know, what do you do again? Or you work in a marketing company? You own a marketing
Yeah.
company?
Yeah, I am a branch manager for a third party for Verizon.
Okay. All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, hold on. My homegirl's gonna touch the screen.
Oh, you're in the car. Okay.
Yeah. No, girl, get. I'm coming out. No. Why are you? Okay, I'm outside.
Okay, yeah, we can see. We gotta see your legs. Get by the light. Okay. All right, we can see you. Okay, we can see you now. Okay. All right. We got you, girl.
200K? Nope. At 24 years old, you're way too young to be looking like a 35-year-old single mom of five. You said that you're high value, but are you fit? Nope. Are you feminine? Nope. Are you friendly? Nope, nope, and nope. This is where the majority of women's value come from, as well as how well you take care of home. Are you cooperative? So far, you're giving us nothing.
Daniela, I'll wait
Yes,
till you get
ma'am.
back in the car.
Sorry, I was unprepared for this. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I just did this because my homegirl is obsessed with you. She says she loves you very much, and she's a very big fan of yours. So
What's
she's,
your homegirl's name?
Ray.
Hey, Ray, thank you for being a Kendra G cousin.
No, wait, don't put me in the camera. Okay, she's a little shy, but you know what I'm saying. I just did this because she. Nah, the cousins is ruthless. I'm not the one that's awesome. Yeah. So she just really likes you a lot, and I just wanted to try this out. I've been single for a very long time. I haven't really dated. I've been so focused on my career. I've been very driven. It took me, about like, I finished college, got into this career like 2 months later. So I've just been really focused on my entrepreneurial goals, like in general. Like I want to have a house by the time I'm 28. You know, like different properties, like just in general, like have my dream car. I want a cyber truck by next year, by my birthday in January. So like just someone who's goal driven in general. I have a lot of things that I like, things that I want, and if someone knows how to appreciate me and wants to,
Oh, you can't
is
drive and talk to us. Are you driving?
no, I'm not driving.
Okay. And ask your friend to put the light in your face so we can see your face better.
Okay.
Because we just need more
Do you
light.
want to take my glasses off?
Okay, this is so much better. This is good. Okay. All right. So, okay, you were saying you want to buy a cyber truck next year?
Yeah, for my 25th birthday, for a
Okay.
quarter century.
Okay, okay. All right. So Daniela, I asked, we did a Kendra Cam. When was your last relationship?
2021.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been so long I don't remember.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work with. Probably my time management skills. Trying to just be more manageable with my time. Like I could get really obsessed with work, and like not focus a lot about, other than my mom and like my pets. Oh, and that's another deal breaker. I need to them to love pets. Like I have a Chihuahua. I have a cat. I love animals in general. One of my goals is to own a farm one day. So if they like that type of vibe, that's cool too. But what you were saying, flaws, time management. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and maybe like I could be a little disorganized.
Okay. Did I ask you the last time you was intimate with someone?
Yes.
Okay. We got some paid questions for you, okay?
Okay. What does that mean?
All
What is
right.
that? Remember I
Okay.
told you they be paying.
Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
ready? All right. Divine Photo says 200K at 24 years old. A high value woman don't flaunt their accomplishments. Only people with broke mindsets show off material things.
Okay. What I would answer to that? What material things do they think I have? When did I ever talk about my material things? I talked about my goals, but they just happen to be material. But and again, I don't give a about my what's it called, my the what I make. I make it because I work very hard. I work my ass off. I work 60 hours, 65, 70 hours a week. I work from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. basically every day. I run about 15 people in an office. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I could do this at 24 doesn't mean you can't do it at whatever age you are. Um, is their name Divine Photos?
Yes.
Divine Photos. Whatever age you are, I'm not any special than you. You could do it too.
Okay.
You working your ass off does not add any value to any man that you decide to date. 60 to 70-hour work weeks as a woman, you can forget about it. You're basically useless to the type of man that you're looking for, a high income provider male. When he gets home from work, what's going to be waiting for him? I think you know the answer. It's very unnatural for women to be doing all of these long hours. It affects them in a similar way that being a single mom does. I think they end up having hormonal imbalances. It's making them way too masculine.
Well, she gave you an encouraging word after that. We got Coffee Killer said, "What value do you bring to a man making 100 to 200K men? Why would they choose you over other options?"
Because I'm funny and I'm a good time and I like to travel. Um, I'm just someone who is with the vibe. Like, just because you know I make a certain amount of money doesn't mean the person that is with me has to make a certain amount of money too.
Well,
Even
that's what
if
you
even
said. Wait, hold on. That's what you said.
no, but I thought that was like my dream man. Is that not what the question was? You said
No,
what
the question
would
is, does the guy have to make a certain amount of money? You said you make 200K, so he has to make that or more. That's what you said. High income, how much does he have to make?
well, I make $200,000 a year, so I
Okay.
would have to be anywhere above that.
So you make 200K, he has to make more than 200K.
If not somewhere in the hundred. I'm somewhere in the 100K range and up. Yeah, I mean, again, I guess I didn't put enough emphasis on how much money doesn't matter to me, and when it comes to me being in love, I mean, again, it would be nice, but if they just don't make that amount of money, like, what can I do? I just have to build them up, get them to that point, and but that's just something. Again, my best scenario in this is if they already are set, feel comfortable, have passive income, have investments. That's my ideal. But again, not everyone's perfect, so I'm again open.
You're open. Okay. Okay. Now, I did ask you why a guy's lucky to be with you. You answered that question, right?
No, I didn't. I'm just
Okay.
in general. I'm a very genuine person. I care about I with the person I care about. I would put my heart and soul and all of my entity into them. Like, I don't want to be someone who, like, is infatuated with work all day. Like, I want to be given flowers. I've been lonely. I'm like, I've been so, like, focused on my career. I really don't have time for, like, going to the movies, going on picnics, paint and sips, like, going to concerts, going to events, like, I haven't or going to museums, like, that's the shit I like to do. So, like, if you're not someone who isn't, like, trying to, like, do more than just go to the club, that I want to do more than just sit in a section with a bunch of people that are frowning all day, type of people, and where I can go to a museum and see $1 million art, Picasso's, Van Goghs, Keith Haring's.
Okay. Um, Burns said, if you work 60 to 70 hours a week, how do you have time for a man?
Paid vacation, baby. PTO.
See what I mean? PTO. You get PTO just a few times a year. And what do you expect a high earning man to do in the meantime while he's waiting on your paid time off? When you get into that 60 to 70-hour work week territory as a woman, it kind of disqualifies you from being a good wife. Probably can't be a good mom, not even a good girlfriend. You're just way too busy, way too occupied.
Okay. 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 All right. Now let's do it. Okay. We are, hold on. All right, here we
Mm,
go. So
okay.
Danielle on New Jersey. Should the guy be in New Jersey?
No, I could travel. I have my passport.
Okay, she's 24. She'll date 25 to 45. She's an Aquarius. She works for a marketing company. No kids, never married. Prefers a man that also has no kids. All right, honey. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, but I will download it.
All right, download it and make that your name, and they can search you by name.
Okay.
Okay,
Can I just
that's
say something before we hang up real quick? I don't want to show my face, but for everybody saying that I set my friend up, I told her that the comments was ruthless. She said she don't give a fuck.
I'm not even
My
reading the
yeah,
comments.
my friend is actually a very good cat. She's very confident. She's a very like
You're so sweet.
feminine, very she's a good girl. So and
why don't you
I'm
want to show
behind her.
your
So
face? Why don't you want
no,
to show your
I don't.
face?
No, 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 no. I know. I watched the show. I'm a fan. Like I know how the comments go.
Okay.
I just
Well,
don't
you
want to be
show.
on the show. Like yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Kendra, it's been a pleasure. I think that, I'm not, I never heard of your show until like an hour ago, but
Okay.
from what I've had experience, it's very innovative. Like, it's super innovative. So part of the time, it's very innovative. Like, I never thought of shit like this until she told me half an hour ago. Um, and I just really respect what you're doing. I hope you have great, success in this, and I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, listen, we're 4 years old. People have gotten married. Babies have been created. And you're going
Wow.
to be a highlight. So I'm definitely going to make you a highlight, which is a standout video.
Okay, thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
I wish you the best, honey.
You as well. Bye bye.
She's only 24, and it looks like the wall came early for this one. And the fact that her friend had to come in and cap for her towards the end tells us everything we need to know. Ma'am, hold on to your cats. Keep your cat bags ready. 39-year-old mom of four, about four different men, says dating has just become so hard. Let's check it out.
So Nyla, Indianapolis, 39, Leo, school teacher, also business consultant, mom of four kids, by poor men, never married. What kind of men are you looking for?
I'm gonna say a man who has a good relationship with God. You don't have to be a preacher, but you definitely have to have a good relationship with God. A good relationship with his parents. If he has children, most definitely a good relationship with his children's mothers, and have to be active in his kids' lives. Um, what else? Financially, everybody keep yelling six figures. I'm gonna say he has to be able to sustain his life. Um, and I would prefer a man, if he wanted to enter a relationship, to come into the relationship being a provider and knowing that. But financially, I can sustain myself and I can probably sustain him too. But I just think that a lot of men now want to be courted. I'm not that girl. I can't do it. My brothers, and well, I was raised by all men. Let me say that first of all. My brothers are 10, 11 years older than me. So they're all married. My father was married and they were all providers. You know what I mean? So just knowing that, I really just don't want to deal with the guy who thinks that I'm supposed to provide for him. Now, granted, financially, I can do what I want to do to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like I can buy nice gifts, I can plan great trips, I can do all these things, but you need to give me 100%. I don't want a 50-50 with no man. You know what I mean? Um, that's just not
So
my
what? Okay,
lingo.
so 50-50. Okay, so explain this 100%. So you want him to provide 100%.
I want him to be in it 100%.
Okay.
So he understands that if he's ill, I can cover all the bills. And if I'm ill, he can cover all the bills. But I don't want to date a man that leads with the 50-50 mentality.
The false confidence of these washed up women with multiple kids by multiple men is amazing. She gets to 39 years old after making all of these bad decisions with men and thinks she has a choice in the matter of what kind of guy she gets to deal with when her prospects are truly slim to none. Most men that she deals with are coming for a good time and not a long time. And this may be where her signals get crossed and she thinks she has options. She really doesn't.
Because then I feel like that's you wanting me to take care of you and your bills. And I know what my life is like. You know what I mean? I know what my bills. I've been in the same condo for 13 years. So I know what my bills are here. I'm financially secure in this situation. So for me to come out of this situation and come into yours, to go half on your bills, I can't do that.
So do you
Mm-mm.
want him to move in with you then?
No, we would have to get our own place. I don't want
Got
to
you.
keep this one,
So
you know,
you would sell your place.
or maybe rent it, maybe lease it.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Now you have 4 kids. Could he have kids?
of course.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
Nah, not for
Okay. All right. This was your wants. What are your deal breakers?
real. Misogynistic men. I love a man that I can learn from, but I don't need a daddy. I already had three of them. You know what I mean? So, emotional intelligence. Someone who definitely takes. I take accountability for all my actions. You know, so a man who definitely takes accountability understands that a good communicator. Um, so if you like got that stubborn mindset, or you a man who throws tantrums, or even too much femininity, for me, I'm not going. Um,
Guys, are you paying attention? Everything that just came out of her mouth was feminist rhetoric. TikTok feminism 101. She said she doesn't want a misogynistic man. You ain't my daddy. She just mentioned that overused term, emotional intelligence. Also attacking men's masculinity, the over question of a man's sexuality. You better run, fam. She's a nightmare.
Hygiene is so important. Teeth are extremely important. So it's just best if your teeth are not in the right condition, don't even hit me up. And I mean that with the utmost respect. You know what I mean? Um, but that's just very important to me. Um and I told you, a man who's just not respectful. Like, if you calling women bees all the time, or hoes, or even if you just too thugged out, like, don't hit me up. Not even at all. Like, it ain't no point.
So,
Mm-mm.
okay, I'm gonna let you respond to this. We had another live and it was staticky, so I had to restart the live. You did indicate you are a mom of four, 23, 28, and a 3-year old by 4 men. There's definitely gonna be conversation about that. So, what would you say to the man that's concerned?
So, in layman's terms, I'm a very open book. I lost my virginity with my daughter when I was 15, and he was 8 years older than me. He was out of line, but I didn't know any better. I was sneaking and I got caught. Had I not gotten pregnant, no one would have ever known that I even had sex. You know what I mean? So that's how my daughter came into play, and I love her. She's perfect to me. Then my high school sweetheart was my son's father, and he actually took responsibility for my daughter as well. We were together for a few years, and I didn't get along well with his mother, and that's a deal breaker too. If I cannot get along with your mother, it's not happening. Like, I'm not doing that. But his mother, just like, she hated my guts, and I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was a child. So that was done.
His mom didn't like you because she probably saw right through you. And guess what? She was right. Because at the end of the day, you became a 4 by 4. You started very early sneaking out, doing grown up stuff when you shouldn't have. You don't think when you're in the presence of other women, they're not going to see what you're about? Especially black moms. They the head detective in the hood.
12 years later, I got with another guy, and we were like just kind of mutuals. He was my comfort zone. I was traveling a lot. I was doing a lot of investment, so I was traveling a lot, and I got pregnant by him, and he had three of us pregnant at the same time. And then this last guy, I thought I could be with him. I thought we were going to be together, but he just wasn't ready at all. And uh, I allowed him to do things that I would never allow a man to do. Um, all my friends went through the ups and downs with dudes, and I just was like, okay, I need to not give up so quick. I need to not be so done, because my tolerance level is real low. So I was like, I'm gonna try. And baby, that baby put me through everything that a woman that probably went through 16 years with a man. That baby put me through that in a year and a half. And I just was like, yeah, you want me to go crazy. So, I mean, and if it's not right for you, it's not right for you. And my kids are blessed, and I tell people I was a mother before I was a woman. So, I grow and learn with my kids. And I also understand that everybody's not meant to be together, but I think that my children are meant to be here. So, if it don't work for you, it don't work for you. It worked for me, you know?
Okay.
So,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we
and
got.
they're really far apart. You know what I mean? 4 years, 12 years, 5 years. My kids ain't even close to age. I just still look good.
Okay, we got you, Nyla. So we did the deal breakers, correct?
Hmm.
Should the guy look a certain way?
Um, I definitely love my black men for sure. Um, I'm not really into the heavy guy. Solid, like football solid, maybe. But heavy, not so much. Um, I told you teeth is important to me. And just hygiene in general. Like if you take care of yourself, you take care of yourself. So, you would have nice skin, you'll be well groomed. Um, I don't really have a hair preference either. I'm not really into braids so much because we kind of older. So braids ain't really the move for me. But other than that, no, I don't really have a preference on looks.
Okay. Um, what about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Everybody keep yelling 100,000, but just because a man make 100,000 don't mean he ain't got $100,000 in bills. So I just need him to be able to financially sustain himself. And I mean, I feel like a man knows when he comes to a real woman what a woman expects. You know what I mean? I ain't BBL'd out. I'm not hitting the clubs. I can. Uh if I want to pop a bottle, I can. If I want to take a trip, I can. My kids' passports are stamped. So, it's just you have to come assertive and you have to come ready. You know what I mean? Because anything that ain't even the maturity level of it, when I tell you, Kendra, dating is hard for me now. I hadn't dated in like 3 years. I went through bad postpartum with my baby. So now that I'm back in the dating game, a lot of guys we end up becoming friends because we laugh about how terrible it is to date.
Dating didn't just now become hard for you, man. It's always been tough for you because you clearly lack the ability to choose a good man. You need to be on this show as sweet as humble as you can be. Let men know how you can add value to their lives. And even when you do this, they have to be willing to accept the fact that you are a 4x4.
We almost end up becoming friends. Like, I can keep you as a bro, but if I know that it's not going to work for us, I'm definitely gonna tell you that I would prefer you to move on with somebody else. I ain't wasting your time. You know what I mean? I'm not into wasting time. If it
Not
if
into
it don't if it don't work, it just don't work.
it don't work, it don't work. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Um, fair enough. Now we got to the money, so let's do the Kendra can.
Okay, so I ain't bothered by my thickness, baby. I'm thick like you, Kendra. But
Oh, you
I
thick like me.
definitely need to lose
Let
about
me see
40
if we
pounds.
have the same body. You say you thick like me.
I ain't got these,
My
but
hips ain't that wide.
you got big legs. I got big hips. I'm just
I
trying to
do,
get.
but my are not that wide.
They wide though, ain't they?
Okay, we see you. All right,
So I'm trying
girl.
to I'm trying to get down to like the 160 where I'm used to being. Like if anybody on my Instagram to see what but I ain't had it. It's gym time though, for sure.
How tall are you?
5'1.5".
Oh, you're shorter than me. You're
I'm
5'1"?
5'1.5".
Okay, got you. Okay, so when was your last relationship?
My my son's father.
That was the 3-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have to
That was
answer,
like
but
3.5 years ago.
okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Maybe let me do the math because I pretty much know. Maybe like 6.5 weeks ago.
Okay, is that guy an option?
He's not. So I had to break up with him. Like, we ain't going nowhere.
Why
So
did you
I
break
had
up with
to,
him? What happened with him?
he just, our lives just don't match right now. You know what I mean? He be back and forth with his baby mama and you know what I mean? And he's a good guy. It's just, I think that it's a situation that he's not prepared to leave, you know?
Did you
So,
know that before you got with him?
um, I knew about the situation a little bit, but I really didn't know. You know what I mean? But once he kind of told me, it was like, oh, okay. Because he gave me, you give a person an option, like, I'm not in this, but they split up, but they kind of get back together, been together since high school type of thing. So, you know, I just knew we wasn't going to go nowhere. It can't be me and her. I
How
don't
old's
want
the
to poly.
baby?
How old is his kids are older. I
Oh,
think
okay,
his
got
youngest is like maybe like 13 or something, but they've been together since since we were in high school.
got you.
So he ain't really leaving. And I don't want you to leave either. You know what I'm saying? Like he if you want that's his comfort zone and I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? I ain't bothered by that. I just knew that it wasn't conducive for me anymore. So
Fair enough. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on, Nyla.
My patience, and I'm getting better with that. My interactions with people and my responses. And I say that to say this. I'm a very social person, but I give so much, I get drained easily. And like we were on fall break and I went out for like 6 days straight, like helping my friends, doing this, doing that. And I had to come home for 2 days and call my mommy, like, will you come over with me, cook dinner? Cause like I just needed to be here. So I think that it's the interaction with too many people. Like I kind of like I've become a introvert. And I'm trying to get better at that because I know that I need to be out more, definitely for promoting my brand. And sometimes I just be like, I don't want to be bothered with people today. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get better.
Now, and that was the 3 flaws?
Yeah, I said my responses. I'm doing good though. I told you I'm on my Jesus walk, so I mind my business so well. Sometimes I don't remember my own business, but I sometimes I just kind of be like, are you crazy? So I'll be having to 1, 2, 3 myself from a lot of situations
Okay.
because
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 90% of women in our community are undateable because of the lack of mental well-being. They need to get themselves right in the head before they go forming these entanglements with people. Especially bringing children into the equation. It's not good at all. And fellas, that's on us too. It has now been revealed what type of women we're dealing with. And you should know by now to leave these crazy bras alone. Get your passport and do what you got to do.
You got some paid questions. You ready for them?
let's go.
All right. Manny said 4 kids with 4 men and talking about wanting a man who has a relationship with God. Craziness.
So I'm supposed to respond to that.
If you want to.
So I'm not supposed to want a man who has a relationship with God because I got 4 kids. Like that don't even make sense. That and you pay $10 to ask that. That's the level of incompetence is crazy to me. That's not even intelligence. What does me having 4 baby daddies got to do with 4 kids fathers? 'Cause I don't even call them baby daddies. 4 kids fathers have to do with me having a relationship with God. We know where they're going. But go ahead.
Okay. Divine Photo says, hopefully you grow from this. Plus, that you have those same requirements from those previous men. It seems like the good guy gets a raw deal with you.
I can't say that because my bank account don't say that. My lifestyle doesn't say that. My kids are intelligent. They are raised properly. They're respectful. And I don't think you get a raw deal. I went through life like everybody else did. I didn't have to get on a pole to go through my life. I ain't hit a pipe to go through my life. I went through my life strong, and I am who I am. And I ain't cracked yet because I get 25 all the time. So raw or not, you gonna get. Actually, he's gonna get a phenomenal woman, as a matter of fact, because I know who I am. And everybody used to pretending, and I'm not a pretender.
Woo. Portia says she's a good person.
Oh, thanks, P.
Says she's a good person. Okay. All right. And I asked you why a guy would be lucky to be with you? No, right?
Mm-mm.
That's the last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm going to say because I'm a person who will always be there for you, always be supportive. I'm very understanding. It'll be like a bromance almost because I'm one of those type of girls. Um, I'm emotionally intelligent. I've been through therapy. I'm not toxic. I don't like to argue. I don't belittle my man. Um, and I'm just in a good place spiritually. Like I'm the best version of myself, for sure.
Okay. Um, let's read this one. Office Jam says, at one point as a single man, I was judging that you were 4x4, but the moment I saw those curves, I changed my mind. I will gladly be stepdaddy and get your kids into Harvard.
Let's go.
All
But the
right,
physical has
Office Jam
nothing to
says,
do with who I am as a person. My spirit is so much more attractive than my physical. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth. And Kendra, you always look so pretty to me, so I want to tell you that too.
oh, thank you, baby girl, thank you. Listen, I mean, I love your confidence. That's why I started off. I wanted to definitely have the conversation because I know my cousins, and they definitely, I knew they was going to say some of the things that they paid to say. But nevertheless, let's keep it going. You're 39. What's the age range you want to date?
I'm gonna say 36 to maybe 50.
Okay, 36 to 50. Nyla.
Or Nyla.
Nyla. You're a school teacher, business consultant. I'm looking for, should he have to be in Indianapolis? That's what it is.
Not necessarily, but on the travel, I would prefer him travel to me first, and I can travel second. And I just think that's because I will know how serious you are. You know what I mean? If you travel to me first,
Oh
and
man,
then
the
after
audience.
that, and we could meet all day long. But I'm not traveling to any man first. That's stranger danger for sure.
At 5'1", you're roughly 200 pounds. 39 years old with 4 kids by 4 different men. You getting on here telling us how you're not going to go 50-50 as if you were 25 years old with no kids. You have absolutely no clue how the dating market works. You're done, man.